Hi, I'm Pearmund, and I'm here at the winery at LaGrange today to help share with you some of the processes that we do in white wine production, some of what it takes to make a good wine in Virginia. We take a lot of pride in our products, obviously, and try to do what we can to help create Virginia as an individual identity and a regional example of quality on the Eastern Seaboard. Today what we're going to be doing is processing some Viognier. This Viognier was picked yesterday and from our local vineyard that we have, and the fruit was refrigerated down to about 35 degrees Fahrenheit. The concept of refrigerating fruit is to maintain the freshness of the fruit, to keep the flavors closed. Something warm can lose a lot of varietal character, and also to keep the indigenous bacteria, indigenous yeast at bay while we make the wine. Everything is handpicked in Virginia, not everything, but the vast majority is. I think all quality fruit should be, as it is across the world, and today's the first day of harvest. Let's go to the press pad, show you how to make some wine. This is a destemmer, obviously, destemming the fruit. What comes out of here, all the berries go into the bin and all the stems come out. Very efficient unit. It takes about 10 pounds per second. It will physically destem. These stems will be decomposed into the vineyard for a compost. We add some lime to it and put it back into the vineyard after a couple years of decomposition. Very efficient way. The other way is to whole cluster press fruit. If we did not use this machine, we can take the berry and the clusters into the press. It makes for a little less skin phenolics in the wine as a finished product. It also takes about twice as much time. Only half as much fruit can go into the press at one time. As you can see, this 1,500 pounds of fruit is going into the press tray. This press will hold about 3.5 tons worth of destemmed fruit, and the process, once it's filled, to extract all the juice away from the skins is about 1.5 hours. The whole process from start to finish for one press load of fruit is about 2.5 hours. At the end of a press load, what you end up with is the pumice or must. The concept is, as discussed earlier, whole cluster or whole berry press loads. When you have a press, you want to have it gentle enough to keep the unripe berries from getting processed into the juice. So as you look through this, to have the harder, smaller, unripe berries have not processed, but the nice, ripe, big golden ones are completely dry. And so we want to maximize the quality, not the quantity. That's a nice thing about quality equipment. Well, we're getting towards the end of our first day of crush, and it's been a good one. We've taken our 8 tons of Viognier, processed it into this tank. This is a 50 hectoliter tank, and we'll have about 1,200 gallons of juice in here at the end of the day. Juice is right now about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and we'll bring it down to the upper 30s. We'll leave it there basically for about 2 days. The fresh juice, after 2 days, we'll take out of the racking valve, put it into another tank for fermentation. After fermentation, we'll put into barrels for storage, and the barrels or the wooden tank we'll use are normally older oak barrels, not newer oak. For a white wine like Viognier or Riesling or Vidal, you want to keep that crisp, aromatic, delicate fruit component alive as much as possible. So a cold, slow stainless steel fermentation is really ideal. If you want to make a Chardonnay, a big, broad-shouldered Chardonnay, at a warmer fermentation in an oak barrel tends to be more of that style. The juice right now, a little bit turbid. It has some components to it to make it a little bit cloudy. This cloudiness will settle out over the next couple of days for a cleaner, fruity fermentation. And if you ever get a chance to taste fresh juice before fermentation, winemaking is absolutely gorgeous. It really is nice. This is about 25% residual sugar, nice crisp acidity, wonderful flavors, like a liquid banana. Hope you've enjoyed today's segment about white wine making, and I'd like to close by sharing with you some of the wines I feel are Virginia's favorite Viogniers. And thank you for drinking Virginia wine and be proud like we are. Thanks.